Today.
In the building.
How you doing?
I'm feeling good, feeling great. How are you?
Good. I haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, it's been a little minute.
What's been going on in your life?
Yeah, wait, let me hit the cough button.
You don't have to hit the cough button. That's very old school radio. Yeah. It's okay. You can cough.
No, I like the cough button. It makes me feel official. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let me clear my throat.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, well, pretty much, you know, I just been working. That's mainly it. You know, I've been going hard with music. I'm getting into the acting thing now. I got Mr. Robot season 2 debut that's coming out.
Wait, so you're on that TV show?
Yeah, you know Mr. Robot?
Yeah, so I started watching it last year, season 1.
Yeah.
And I was like, I was going to be really into it.
Yeah.
And then 2 episodes in, I was like, but then everybody's been talking about how amazing this show is.
Yeah, so you gotta
Who
get
joined
back
it
into
too? Who's the star, the old school star that
Rami
joined it?
Malik.
Who?
The old school star? Oh, you talking about Christian Slater?
Yes,
Yeah.
Christian Slater from back in the day, Lean on Me.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, did you ever see that movie, Lean on Me, from back in the day?
I did.
Yeah, okay. So, so he's on it too now. So I was like, you know what, I should give it another try.
Yeah.
So tell me about Mr. Robot, what goes on? I know it's about the guy, the main character, he knows the ins and out of all computer, everything, social networking, everything.
He's a computer hacker. Like many complications, you know, just with him as an individual. He's a functioning addict as well. You know, it's a really interesting show, though. Anybody who's on the conspiracy theories.
370 was taken by the aliens. Yes, there's a lot going on.
Word. Tune in to Mr. Robot then. Word.
Yeah. Okay, so who do you play on Mr. Robot?
So I play one of Leon's. I become one of Leon's good friends, but I started off as just his new pharmaceutical drug dealer, and then you know we become pretty close, pretty tight.
Now, prior to this, Joey Badass, please school me on this. Have you done acting? Have you been?
So, I actually went to high school for screen theater, which is like, you know.
Yeah, you went to Edward R.
Murrow
Murrow
School for performing arts, theater arts, and whatnot. And,
yeah, that school's a big deal, by the way.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of good to get in that school.
Yeah, you got some good company. Basquiat came out of there. Adam Yard came out of there.
Yeah, good people come out of there. That's the type of school anybody would love to go to, yeah.
Yeah, you know, it pretty much started from there, you know, just getting into the whole acting thing. But when I got to high school, music was just still my passion. So I decided I'm going to pursue music, and if anything, you know, it'll be easier for me to get into acting later down the line.
Yeah, I agree.
And that's where I'm at now.
Okay, so did you just know naturally you were better at the music thing? Like you could make that move
faster?
What it was,
yes, I knew I could make it move faster. Music was like literally knocking on my door like, come on, let's go.
Okay.
We out. You know, acting was still some years
because you're so young. Like, you've only been doing this a few years, right? I mean, I know about you that you started rapping and, writing things, you know, music or whatever when you were young. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, as far as your career, you're still so new to the game.
Yeah, my career started when I was 16.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm 21 now.
So did you have to go audition for the Mr. Robot part?
I did.
Yeah.
I did, and they loved me. You know, they loved me from the jump. And they called me for, a callback. I did it. They loved me again. Then they called me for another callback. I did it. They loved me again, and then I finally got it.
Wow, that's amazing. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Were you nervous your first day on set?
Nah. The only real challenge was that, you know, it was performing in a new capacity for me.
Okay.
It was like doing the same scene over and over on a different angle, this different angle, and then if I mess up, we gotta do it again. So it's like, you know, people depending on you, and you depending on other actors as well. I mean, my biggest thing was, you know, the first day I shot, I had a scene with Christian Slater and Rami Malik.
So that's like so much pressure.
Yeah, because it's like, you know, it's like, damn, like they're setting the bar so high.
Right.
So immediately I had to come through and be at this bar.
Wow.
Or, like, you know, I had to be at that bar or better, you know, so.
I think, too, it's like, you know, just speaking from personal experience, like when I was young, I did a lot of acting. And now that I've been on the radio so long, I've just been myself. Mm-hmm. Because I know you in your music and on stage when you're performing and, you know, you're always just being yourself. Acting is so hard to get into, you know, again, because anytime I have to remember a line, like, I can't remember the line. So for you to be able to go into, like, scenes like that.
Well, actually, because I rap, it's so easy for me to memorize lines.
Oh, is that why?
Like, anytime I have an audition, I literally don't try to memorize the lines until right before I walk in.
And then you just know them.
I know them because I guess from rapping, you know, I'm just used to memorizing things all the time. So lines is easy for me.
Oh,
I get that, like, it's like nothing, you know. It's just about the action, and you know, like I will memorize lines and I will improvise if I don't know the exact line, you know, I'll improvise like whatever was the gist of it, and you know, just keep it flowing.
Wow.
Yeah, it's almost like freestyling, you know.
So it's only bigger and better things from here.
Definitely is.
But I'm going to tune in now,
Grammys.
especially with you on it, because I saw the commercial the other day for it, and I was like, you know what, I really should go back and try that show again. So you know what, I'm going to watch it.
Yeah, you should.
It's starting, I think it's starting this week, right?
Nah, in 2 weeks, July 14th.
Okay, 2 weeks.
2.5 weeks.
I'm going to tune in for Mr. Robot. And of course, we all know you have the brand new single, Devistated.
Yep.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
So tell me, like, the writing process behind the song and...
I was in the studio with my guys. Shout out to AP, Kirk Knight, and Pal P. And, you know, they was like, yo, Joey, what's the vibe for today? And I just told them, you know, I really want to make something uplifting and, you know, up-tempo from my usual style. It's not like, it's like we ain't going there like, yo, we want to make a hit. We just like, I was just like, I want to make something uplifting and, you know, more up-tempo than what my usual style is. So they started cooking on the beat, and immediately, like, when the first strings or chords was laid down, the hook just started coming to me. Like, I just started mumbling and like something devastated. And I just kept playing with that, and then I just had the hook. All I had was the hook, and I just took the hook, and I went in the booth, and the rest was just a vibe. Like, I literally freestyled that whole song. None of it is written on paper in my phone. None of it. It's just all in here.
So wait, so did you have to go back and listen to it to write it down to be like, okay, what I just say?
No. Like, you know, I took my time in the booth. Like, I laid each part down. Like, you know, first I laid down the hook. Then after that, I sat there for a minute, lived with the hook for a bit, and I just came with the verse, laid that, and then I came with the bridge part, and then it was just a vibe from there. It felt so good, and like, it's funny because I don't even remember the process. Like, I don't even remember like the waiting time like that I took when writing the verse.
Because you were so engulfed with it, probably.
Yeah, it was just such a vibe. It was just coming out like energy. You know what I'm saying? So it was just it's honestly a blur making that song, and then I just remember coming home one night, you know, and I played it for my best friend, and she was like, "Yo, this is dope!" Like, and then from there I was like, "Word."
That's so fascinating.
Yeah.
And you're on tour. Are you been touring?
I haven't been touring lately because I've just been working on the latest.
Oh, I thought I saw a bunch of dates coming up for you.
Well, yeah, you know,
like festivals and all that.
There's a couple
like
of days coming.
Booked all over the place.
Yeah, there's a couple of days coming, but not like my usual runs where I'm like not here at all. I'm gone. You know, it's just spot dates here and there. I fly back home, 12, 5, you know.
Well, it looked like you had a pretty full schedule, Joey Badass.
Well, yeah, you know, some people they say that.
So what's happening with Pro Era? Like, what's happening with that brand right now?
You know, right now we're expanding, like, you know, just on, so we're just working on, you know, expanding the brand. Like, by next year, everything I'm wearing, I want it to be mine. You know what I'm saying? This is my man, Sir Now Caution's debut project. The Sky's the Limit. Go get that if you haven't yet. Kirk Knight, he released back in November, late night special. And, you know, we got a couple, you know, new artists coming out, and possibly a group tape coming soon as well.
Is it hard developing other artists, considering that, you know, you're so busy doing everything that you're doing?
I mean, I definitely, you know, the time is definitely one thing, but in my opinion, it's not too hard developing other artists, especially when they're like-minded individuals like you. You know, when they want to work and they really want to, like, you know, put music out and, you know, speak to the people, speak to the world. It's not too hard, you know. You just get in the studio, you create some vibes, you create music until you got a full project, you know. And I also take them out on the road with me, so before, like, you know, they actually start moving on their own, they already have, like, you know, a gist of what it's all about, like, you know, how to move on the road, how to perform. They learn how to do that before they come out and whatnot. So, I mean, you know, it's not a painful process at all. You know?
I mean, do you ever sit back and think about it?
I feel like mostly because, you know, it's such a positive movement and it comes from such young individuals. You know, the youth is the future. I feel like that's really what it is. And, you know, our message is that we're just trying to uplift the youth worldwide, not just the youth, but the world. You know, we're just trying to spread positive.
Also that you're modeling now?
Yeah, I'm doing that.
I mean, it's kind of
funny. I don't use that term at all.
Well, I saw Vogue did a whole thing on you. I was like, oh, okay, Joey.
I guess I'm modeling now. You know, I mean,
the pictures are nice. The ones I saw, you look really nice.
Thank you.
Like really good.
Thank you. I appreciate
Super handsome.
That. I mean, thank you. I appreciate that. But I look at it like I just try to be the best that I could be in all avenues. You know, what? Of course, music is my main one. You know, and then, like you said, modeling. I don't ever use that term. Because, you know, I'm gonna dress up, and it is what it is.
Did
but,
you think years ago you'd be modeling?
Yeah.
Or were you like, damn, I'm so fine?
Nah, it's just like I don't really know how that is. I'm just glad it happened naturally.
So you
know?
officially like signed with Calvin Klein?
Nah.
Okay.
We just did this one-off like 6-month deal.
So you're not gonna be walking around in the underwear on stage and stuff?
Nah.
No.
I mean, I got Calvin Klein underwear. I got like a lifetime supply.
Really?
Yeah.
That's how they paid you?
No.
Oh, okay.
Well, I ain't the only way.
I have an album soon.
Like I told Kid K.O. Moore mixtape. Just, you know,
I like that. I like offering.
Yeah.
That's like we're
my
in
next
church.
offering to the world, you know, because when you say album or mixtape, fans start to knock on your door. So, yo, when's it coming? You said it on radio. You said you was working on. Nah, I'm just working on my next offering. That's it.
Okay.
I feel like it's less questions that way.
I
Just
agree.
leave me in peace to make my next offering. You know,
I
you gotta
agree.
be, yeah.
So, I want to touch upon this topic because you talked about positivity in music going forward because we know that you've had some problems with Troy Ave in the past.
I mean, hopefully, you know,
Yeah.
don't start none, won't be none.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean.
That little
Me-
back and forth exchange was just.
I mean, you know, everybody knows that, like, you know, I'm a positive individual. That's what I stand for.
Well,
first
every
and
time I've
foremost.
been around you, that's what you
Yeah,
seem
for
like in your
sure.
music as well.
For sure, but you know, I'm also not the type to back down, or you can't walk over me. I ain't gonna let that slide. But at the same time, it's like I like to look at the bigger picture, especially, you know, him being a fellow black man like myself. You know, I prefer that if we aren't feuding, you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. You know, things are gonna happen. People are gonna have their disagreements, and you know, like I said, I'm not the type to back down from it. I'm gonna try to diffuse it as much as I can. But if it can't be diffused, then I'm gonna hit you with that heat.
All right. Well,
That's fine.
hopefully.
But we're gonna keep it peaceful though.
Hopefully we are.
For the most
Especially
part.
with everything that just went on. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And, you know, with him and all of that, you know.
Yeah, I mean, yo,
No one wants anything
prayers
like
prayers
that to
go
happen.
out to him, man, because, you know,
You
I
know,
don't
you're
think anybody expected that to happen, you know what I'm saying? He's dealing with a lot. Prayers go out to him.
You're a
That's
good
what I can
person
say.
for saying that.
Yeah,
I
not
will
for sure.
say
Like
that.
I say, he's a fellow black man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we did enough tearing each other down already. You know what I'm saying? Me and him.
Right.
Just me and him. But as a race, we've done enough of that. So, I mean, I think, you know, being the bigger man and being like, yo,
I think that.
it's not that serious, you know?
I think that you're
Yeah.
correct in saying that. So, you know, I wanted to ask you too about this. The Grammys are now going to have a streaming category, which is perfect.
It is.
So, what are you thinking? Are you excited?
I'm trying to shoot that jump shot before the deadline. I heard the Grammy deadline is like September 29th or something like that. So, ooh, maybe that's a hint right there.
It was Rocky Fresh, right, Meech, that was in here?
Yeah.
The day that mentioned you. Because I
Yep.
asked
Oh,
Rocky
word?
about
Oh, yeah,
it.
yeah.
Rocky
Who's the
Fresh
Rocky?
was with us last week, and I asked him about that, the same thing, and he said that he thinks it's going to be really good for you. He mentioned you.
Oh, word. I appreciate that. Shout
He
out to
feels
Rocky
like, you know,
Fresh.
you have a chance.
Word. Nah, shit, I hope so.
Coke button.
All right, well, thank you so much, Joey.
No problem.
It was so nice to see you again.
My pleasure.
We're going to get into Devistated right now, and congratulations on becoming a male model.
And the actor.
Also, you know, your new acting part, your new
Yeah.
part on Mr. Robot, which we'll
Yeah.
all check out, and everything else you got going on. It's going to be movies next.
Yeah, definitely.
You're gonna have a lot going
Can't
on.
wait. Can't wait.
Oh, congratulations again.
On our way to greatness, is Devastated.
And you're only a few years into your career, and I
Sure.
just read how much you're worth too. You're worth a lot of money. But anyway, it's Joey Badass. It's hot.